Mississippi is bracing for a daunting long road to recovery after a deadly tornado tore a path of destruction, obliterating homes, flattening entire communities in its path. On Sunday, President Biden approved a disaster declaration for the hardest hit areas in the Mississippi Delta. Sherri McKinney is the national spokesperson for the American Red Cross, and she joins me now. Sherri, thank you so much for your time. I think my first question to you, what are Red Cross workers seeing and experiencing right there on the ground?
Well, first of all, of course, we want to let everyone know that our hearts are with everyone here in Mississippi. This was a terrible, terrible tornado, 1 mile wide, 100-mile swath. And what we're seeing here is really, truthfully, complete devastation. You're seeing it there on your screen. Today, what a difference, a few days make, and beautiful blue skies right now. But we have more than 2,000 people whose lives have been, 2,000 homes whose lives have been completely devastated by these storms. We're talking major to complete destroyed homes. And these aren't just homes, these are also businesses. So people have not only lost their homes, but they've lost their livelihoods as well. And it's really quite hard to explain how devastating it truly is.
Yeah, and when everything that you own is gone and obliterated, it's such a helpless feeling. As we know, more storms are expected to come today. How is the Red Cross preparing, and what are you telling residents to do in the meantime to prepare?
Well, we do have hundreds of volunteers here from all over the United States responding to help residents try to get back on their feet after something this hard. We're providing them with cleanup tools, with tarps. We're also providing medical help for them. These people also lost prescription and medical equipment. That has to be replaced quickly. We're providing sheltering for residents of Mississippi. So we're truly trying to get boots on the ground. It's less than 48 hours since, this really hit. And so we're still bringing folks in, but we are definitely out there in those communities responding and trying to feed folks too.
Yeah, you make a good point about that medication. When you don't have that needed medicine, that's such an unnerving feeling. Also, when you tell residents to leave, where do they go? Where should they go?
There are shelters available, and people can find out more about sheltering from their local and county governments, as well as the Office of Emergency Management in the state. And you can also go to redcross.org to find out where shelters are located near you that are Red Cross shelters as well.
And Sherri, we also know that President Biden stepped in and declared a disaster declaration for the area. How will that help Mississippi? And are you already seeing that kind of aid come to fruition where you are?
Well, what I know is what we're doing here at Red Cross. We're reaching out and trying to make sure that people have those immediate needs. But this is going to be a long-term cleanup. And this doesn't mean that it's just the Red Cross here providing this need. The government will be here for long-term, too. This is not going to be an easy response by no means. And, our hearts are with the folks here in Mississippi, and we're just hopeful that we're able to provide the aid that they need quickly here in the state with our volunteers responding.
And we know that at least 25 have died over the weekend. This is now search and rescue. How many people have you saved at this point?
Well, Red Cross isn't the business of rescuing folks. We are in the business of helping lift those up after an emergency situation, a disaster like this. There are official search and rescue folks that are here still. What we're trying to do, again, and I can't stress this enough, these are people who have lost everything. So we're trying to get them on the path to recovery from such a devastation, and hopefully not seeing more devastation happening this week, as we are expecting to see another storm moving through Mississippi. So our fingers are crossed that it doesn't happen, but for right now, we are preparing to see that.
Yeah, and for viewers watching at home, I know a lot of people are watching from afar, wondering, how can I chip in? This community is so helpless right now. They need our help and support. Is it money? Is it donations? And what will that money go toward?
It is financial donations is what's really needed. Or if you can't do that and you want to sign up to be a Red Cross volunteer, please go to redcross.org and see what you can do to help these people. We are also asking folks that would like to provide financial donations, which will be much needed. This will be not millions, but billions, I predict, in the future that we will be responding to here. They can call 90999, text the number tornadoes to that number, and that will provide a $10 donation. You can also go to redcross.org to make a donation online, or you can call 1-800-RED-CROSS, and your money will go directly to this affected area and help us provide the much needed early resources and long-term resources for folks as they start to pick up the pieces.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.